Now the green flag is up. We're waiting for the signal to indicate the boys are off. And it's down, and they're rolling off to a good start. Matt Bressler of Levittown, Pennsylvania, Larry Gilmore of Midland, Texas, David Crusoe of Tacoma, Washington. Down they've come now past the 200-foot mark, still pretty evenly balanced, and they're approaching the halfway mark. It's still a pretty close race. There have been fast times here all afternoon. It looks like David Crusoe of Tacoma is easy out there ahead. David is leading out by a half a length, but on the green first, it's going to be a tight one there. It looks from here like David Crusoe of Tacoma. We'll wait for the...
The All-American Soapbox Derby, now in its 30th year, the greatest amateur racing event in the world. But it's more than a race. It's more than a 975-foot asphalt track at Derby Downs. The All-American Soapbox Derby is a giant step toward manhood, taken each year by over 50,000 boys. It's an opportunity for boys all over the world to learn skills, perseverance, and sportsmanship through honest, rugged competition. The Soapbox Derby, unlike any comparable activity, is open to more youngsters than any other. It's also an effective measure of the mettle of American youth and a barometer of the future of America. For the youthful champions of today will become the responsible leaders of tomorrow. The Soapbox Derby is a lot of other things, too. Hundreds of hours in a boy's workshop, bruised knuckles and hammered thumbnails. The look on Mother's face as she makes a trip down the basement steps to see how much progress has been made today. It's the proud expression on Father's face as the Derby official yells out, "Whose car is this?" And his boy steps forward with his chest stuck out a mile and says, "That's my car." There are no losers in the All-American Soapbox Derby. Of the 50,000 boys who enter the race in their own hometown each year, only 250 reach the championship race at Derby Downs in Akron, Ohio. But each boy who enters the race wins for himself a true sense of personal accomplishment that is his alone. He has accepted and met a challenge. He has done something big, worth doing. But how did it all begin? In 1933, Myron Scott, a Dayton, Ohio newspaper photographer, became intrigued by a group of youngsters coasting down a hill in homemade vehicles. To obtain a picture-feature story, Scott organized a race. The race was so successful that when he sought outside backing, he found Chevrolet happy to take on the responsibility. The first All-American Soapbox Derby was held on August 18, 1934. 34 newspapers sent winners of local races to compete. At the end of a hectic day, Robert Turner of Muncie, Indiana, was declared the winner. In 1935, Chevrolet expanded the program. A national control committee was appointed, uniform rules adopted, and the race moved from Dayton to Akron, Ohio. Akron's first race, run on a city street, drew 52 entries. A crowd of 25,000 convinced officials of the event's solid future. A conviction that led to the construction of the world-famous Derby Downs. From this beginning, the Derby grew quickly in size. In 1965, all records were shattered when 252 cities sent local champions to compete in the All-American. The award list has grown with the increased entries. In 1934, first place won a $500 scholarship. Today, the first place scholarship is $7,500, with total annual scholarship awards amounting to $30,000. In addition, Chevrolet gives each local winner a $500 United States savings bond. 1967 is an important year, the 30th running of the All-American Soapbox Derby. To date, over 1,300,000 boys have participated in this annual racing event, which has now become international. Canada, South Africa, Ireland, the Philippines, Canal Zone, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Germany, Venezuela, and Okinawa have sent their champions to compete in the All-American Finals. Over the years, many of our nation's leaders have recognized the impact of the All-American Soapbox Derby on our youth. President Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Greetings to the participants in the All-American Soapbox Derby. Your participation in this annual contest is an opportunity to demonstrate the skill and sportsmanship which Americans hold in honor. Even to compete in this field demands a superior combination of craftsmanship, enterprise, and self-reliance. I congratulate you on these qualities. They will serve you well in all the competitive years ahead. Best wishes to each of you.
Mr. J. Edgar Hoover.
America's future depends upon the preparedness of our youth, our leaders of tomorrow. Wholesome educational activities under qualified supervision are invaluable in building moral character, alert minds, and healthy bodies. The Soapbox Derby offers just such a program. Here in the American tradition and spirit of friendly competition, a boy strives his best to win. More important than whether he wins or loses, however, is the knowledge that he participated in the contest and that he did his best. In the final analysis, as in life, this is all that really counts.
And our late President, John F. Kennedy.
This is President Kennedy sending greetings to all of you participating in the 1963 All-American Soapbox Derby. The craftsmanship and sportsmanship you have displayed in attaining the high level of competition are most commendable. Your achievements are an inspiration to all the youth of America. Best wishes and congratulations to each of you.
Yes, the All-American Soapbox Derby has grown since that first day in 1933, but its objectives are the same. It's something big, worth doing. This is Allan Jackson from CBS News.